Hey everyone, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. My name is Marlene and I am with A Room to Bloom. For those of you that have watched my channel in the past and are a returning viewer, I want to say thank you for returning. If you are a new viewer, I want to welcome you in. So I have had, I believe it's been about 10 days since I last posted anything. And there was simply a 2-day delay in whatever it was I was doing before, but something happened in my life, and I will touch on it, but I will not go into the details of it because it's very profound, very personal, and part of this journey. And I'm going to just mention this right now. It is Saturday, June 7th at 5:57 p.m. So what I'm seeing are mirroring numbers of 7557. So I'm going to actually make a note of that right now. 7557. Okay. And so here's what I went through. I'm at a place right now where I'm asking myself, should I share this? Do I want to share this? What is the greater message, and how is it going to help others today? And it's about taking my pain and using it for a purpose. And that is not to bring others down, but to help others realize that you are not alone in whatever you might be going through. And even though I work as a spiritual teacher, healer, and guide, I am not immune to having experiences that, touch or affect me deeply, right? Even though I have really stepped back from like this far emotional swings, there's still those things that will come into our experience, right? That will push us out of alignment, if you will. And so I lost someone in my life, and just for privacy's sake, I won't say who. But the circumstances were not natural. So I have church bells going right now that just started, so that's why I stopped for a minute. So 1, it was unexpected. 2, it wasn't natural. And 3, whatever all the circumstances were around it, we don't even know everything yet. But one thing that I can tell you is that oftentimes I wear angel wing earrings, and they went with this person after their passing. And in going through some of their things over the last few days, one of the things that they had told me that they were excited to put on their wall, because they were just moving into a place, were these pictures. And they said, well, it's like of the city, but you're going to really like them. And they didn't elaborate. It was kind of like they wanted to surprise me. And so we saw these pictures, and there were the pictures, and they were cityscapes, and that more than likely wouldn't be something that I would put up at this point in my journey, just because I have other stuff, right? But behind those, in looking further, there was a gigantic set of angel wings, and it takes 3 pictures to form the wings. And so I was so deeply moved because this person, it's like they wanted me to see them and they wanted it to be a surprise. And I had sent off my angel wing earrings not knowing this. And it's like I was given a gift back in return of these angel wings. And it's so very, very moving. And so I also was driving along on a road, and I said this person's name just shortly after in the passing and before the funeral, and asked that person to show me what it is that they would like for me to know. And instantly I came upon a sign, and it said crown, and it was spelled out and it was pointing to the right. And I that was very, very touching for me. A few minutes later, I reached out to someone else who was helping with the funeral and just checked in with how they were doing. They were going to pick something up. Anyway, they ended up receiving a receipt from where they were at right after I told them what I experienced that ended up having a crown on it. This person happened to have a crown tattoo. So there were a number of things that have been unfolding, and these are only 2 small examples. When we ask, we will be shown signs. And so I'm sharing this yet again because I speak on it. I've seen the experiences, and right now I am deeply moving through something. And so this is the first video that I have made even 2 days prior to that. And today, twice, I started singing this song at 2 different times today. And the first time I thought, yeah, I need to write that down. And then later I caught myself singing it again, and I hadn't written it down. It was as if Spirit wanted me to make sure I spoke on this for someone. And the song that was coming to me, it's called Just When I Needed You Most. And there's these lyrics. I'm going to move this over. The song is by Randy Van Warmer. Okay. And it says, it says, you packed this morning, stared out the window and struggled for something to say. Left in the rain without closing the door, and I didn't stand in your way. And it goes on to say, because there's just these lyrics that say, you left me just when I needed you most. And it's a very touching song. And in this, it actually is about a person leaving someone. This is not about a passing, but it's still the idea of those words. And those were the words or the lyrics that were coming through. You left me just when I needed you most. So if you are feeling that, I want you to know that your loved one, your friend, spouse, partner, coworker, whatever it is, whoever you may have lost, is actually there if they passed over. They're there. And when you ask for signs and messages, and when you talk with them and you are in a state of receiving, you will notice them. So that is why I'm sharing this story, because if you are moving through profound grief, and we realize that there is life after death, right? There is healing in that, and it can take some time, yes, but I'm still wanted to speak on it today. So, yeah, there were a whole number of other things, but I didn't bring them here with me right now. I've been writing them down, but I will bring some later. I just don't know that I have it in me right now to go through all of them. So I'm going to start with a deck called Healing with the Angels, okay? I just feel like this is going to be helpful because, again, with the angel wings, it was like this gift. It was a gift that was given. So many things came into, I don't know, alignment that might not have happened otherwise. It's really hard to explain. It's like the plan was being laid out or whatever, spiritually speaking, okay? And so let's see what comes up from this deck that would be helpful. The first one is support, yeah. And so I will touch on this here. We have healing hands all over the world, right? Light beings, angels are here to support, right here in support of you. God, the angels, and the ascended masters who love, protect, and guide you are watching over you right now. You are not alone and you are safe. This card reassures you that you are part of an awesome and powerful team of benevolent beings. They surround, guide, and love you constantly. If you are in danger, they will intervene with warnings or life-saving measures. If you are afraid, they will comfort you with the energy of divine love. If you are confused, they will whisper guidance in your ear. By drawing this card, your angels and guides ask you to talk with them more frequently. Have mental conversations with them about everything, and soon you will see evidence of their existence. Soon the angels will enlist you to help other people. If you ever feel doubtful about your ability to help others, ask the angels to help you release these fears. So today, me coming on here was not about like a fear thing. It's about I'm moving through this process. You know, I'm in my human experience as well. But knowing that what I've been doing and making these videos for, what, I don't know, 4 years about, I know that what I'm moving through will help others in just that small sign. Okay, I will tell you one more that I just thought of. In fact, here's the pen. So this is a plastic pen. It was really cloudy the other day and we were dealing with the situation and I was reaching out for help on the telephone and I had this on my desk and I happened to look down at it and there was a rainbow in this plastic pen and I was just so moved. And just as I was looking at the pen, it's almost like I wasn't fully catching what the other person said. And right as I was just holding that look, and I was on the phone with them, and I said, do you mind holding for a minute? I need to take a picture. So I took a picture of the rainbow in the pen. But right before that, the person said, do you have a pen? I mean, will you please pick up that pen? Or it was just like that. And I had been staring at it profoundly because of this rainbow in the pen. So it was really something, you know, just another thing. And then I was on online, and up comes a thing for rainbow obsidian, of which I have never seen. So I was having multitudes of rainbows. Like there was a little kid who kind of came in front of me at a store or whatever. Rainbow. There was rainbows. It was like they were just coming in, and it was quite beautiful. And I just wanted to share that too. That is one of the ways that loved ones will send messages to you. Okay, so one of the things, I'm going to take these cards and then I'm going to go to another deck about how our angels will connect with us. They connect with us in a multitude of ways, because it can feel kind of uncanny when you're experiencing it. I had something happen yesterday when I was driving. Oh, and by the way, on the way to the service, there were two huge deer, and I keep having experiences with deer, but they were really close to the highway, and it wasn't like they wanted to cross the highway. They just came close and watched watched the car pass by, right? But anyway, yesterday I was riding with someone, and it was again, it's like it's in slow motion. There was this huge deer again, not on a highway though, more of a little bit of a quieter road. And you could not miss it. This was a huge deer. And the person who was with me said, I didn't see it. So it was very fascinating, because again, angels, guides, our spirit team, spirit animal will allow us to see what we need to see at a certain time, because like there was no way that she could have missed it. She wasn't distracted and this type of thing. She was right there looking at the same place with me, but she did not see it. So it's very fascinating. Let's go ahead and go to the next message. This speaks of serenity. Okay. It is green, so speaking of like serenity in your heart space as well, right? Let's just go ahead and read this one. You are moving to a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. Peace of mind means feeling secure and knowing that you're always provided for. Even if your logical mind cannot fathom how a challenge could be resolved, peace of mind means that you trust that God will create a miraculous situation. The sword of faith is always warranted because faith is the key component in experiencing such miracles. By drawing this card, the angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil. It's a mistake to think that you have to wait until your life is problem-free before you can be happy and peaceful. The opposite is actually true. First, you work towards serenity, and then your life challenges lessen and disappear. Serenity is your natural state of mind, and the angels are now working with you to actualize this, right? So again, if our emotions are constantly like this, right? Really high, really low, it's about self-recognizing when they're really, going one direction and then going back to the other. Like choosing that peace and choosing when you recognize there's a lot of chaos in your life and situations, like the phone's going off, all these different things are going off, like pulling back from that and you're choosing serenity, then the rest of the stuff sort of calms down. It's like you give yourself time to back away and the rest just starts to take care of itself. Okay. Let's go ahead a little further here and see what else comes up. We have truth and integrity. Okay, so I have had this card come recently. What it is it's like it would probably be like a mother or a woman, but she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, hold on. There's 3, 6. She has 9 cherubim around her. And she stands kind of like whatever, these cherubim, they're little baby ones, but she's crossing herself. She doesn't have stuff on, and so she's the words that come to me is like bearing it all, truth and integrity. And so let me go ahead and read this one to you. You are guided to be very honest with yourself and to be true to yourself in all of your activities and actions. The angels say to you today, let go of anything that is inauthentic and all activities that do not mirror your highest intentions for yourself. If something in your life isn't working, be willing to release it to God and the angels. When we open our hands and we release unhealthful situations, the divine light can enter. Miracles always follow when we surrender troubling conditions. You'll find that the job, relationship, health issues, and or circumstance heals rapidly in ways that you could never have imagined. All along the way, the angels will perfectly guide you to actions that will either help you replace the situation with something better or heal it entirely. Expect a miracle when you decide to be true to you. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to take 2 more of these. Nature. Yeah, nature at this time will be very healing for you. And it's interesting because it's really lovely outside. And I've been outside today. I just was making some phone calls, came in and took a short rest, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go out again, right? So getting out in nature will help heal whatever is going on with you, transmute energies that are not helping you, and then new love coming in. So we have Cupid's whatever, new love is coming in here. All right. I just might as well read these. Let's see how they read. It's been a while since I've used this book. Okay, the card meaning for nature is spending time alone in nature is important for you. Even 5 minutes in a garden would be healing for you right now. By drawing these cards, the angels ask you to interact more with nature more often, every day if possible. This card signifies that you might be happier living in a more rural setting. If you have thought about moving away from city life, consider this card as additional validation. Also, this card may be encouraging you to choose an occupation involving plants or animals. For instance, you may enjoy gardening, nursery, or veterinarian work, pet sitting, or delving into the world of animal communication. Your angels and the nature angels are helping you discover and give your gifts to the world. Help them to help you by spending more time in nature. Okay, and then under the new love card, a new chapter in your love life begins, whether it is with a new partner or a rekindled love in a current relationship. Open your heart to a new infusion of divine love through a partner into your life. The angels are preparing you to be aware of new people entering your life, as a new mate will be unlike your previous partners. Be open to changes in your current relationships and don't cling tightly to ideas of how you think relationships should be. This is the time of wondrous changes in your love life, and you are asked to trust God and your guardian angels to work things out for your highest good. Changes in your love life will only be painful if you are rigid in your thoughts or behaviors. If you flow with the current of love, you'll find that old parts of your love life wash away. You'll find that they're rapidly replaced with new aspects that will delight you. Current relationships may end, or they may act as a transition into a new phase of passion and renewed love. Or a new partner may enter your life, inspiring great happiness for you both. Okay, so that's really a lovely message. Now what I wanted to do is I just wanted to talk about these angel whisper cards. So these are some of the ways. This isn't the deck I wanted, but I'm going to use it. Nothing is by mistake right here. And now I have a train going by. Sometimes what you seek as simple as being still and staying focused. That falls under support. Be still, stay focused, okay? Okay, what else under serenity? Focus on your dreams. Allow the power of manifesting to start now. It's interesting because the word behind me, inspire, it comes from in spirit, right? You know, finding serenity within the spirit. Follow your dreams. Okay, under truth and integrity, we have your garden is a healing place. Seek refuge there to heal your soul, right? So we already received this message with nature. If you can get out into a garden, be by a lake, be walking in the grass, be by trees. Life is too short. Focus on what you can achieve, not on what you haven't, right? So trusting the journey, that you've still got it in you to work towards your dreams, right? Not giving up. Under new love, we have you are a being of the universe. Feel the connection. You are never alone, right? So think about this, like Cupid's, the idea of spirit helping bring two people together, right? You are never alone. So spirit is always with us, but spirit, we have our higher self. Each person has their higher self, and may have one guide, like say my guide's talking with your guides or whatever, and working things out in the realm of spirit. I'm being guided to split this deck. Tell a loved one how much they do truly mean to you. It is better to tell them while they are among the living. Okay, so profound, right? With the message, in light of where I'm at with the story I just shared, right? Because it was unexpected, and there is a greater plan, and taking this time to give those people the extra hug, to talk with them, to let them know that they are loved in spite of whatever's going on, right? In spite of, okay? All right, so let's see. Here's another card I'd like to bring forth. It's the Archangels and Gemstone Guardians card. So let's see what comes through here that would be helpful. Okay, one fell out. I just want to see. It's just the intro card, so let's see what comes up when we shuffle these. What messages do you have for spirit today? Okay, Larimar, color is blue, that is the crystal, and Archangel Thuriel. So let's talk about Larimar. Do you have an affinity with dolphins, you guys? I'm going to show you something. I do. I always collected dolphins when I was a kid, so that's kind of funny. Have you found that you feel so much better after spending time at the seashore? It's time to spend some time by the ocean. Connect with healing, salty energy of the seawater and its cleansing properties, in order to support your health, both physically and emotionally. Okay? It says, Archangel Thuriel, I breathe in life completely. I am in touch with my emotions. It is easy for me to relax into the ebb and flow of life. I am balanced, whole, and complete. Okay, again, really lovely color. So even wearing this color will be helpful for you with that idea of tapping into water, okay? What else do we have? It's actually interesting because when I said it, it should be here with the support card. Look at the color under the word support. It's like the color of that crystal. Okay, what else do we have here under serenity? We have an azurite. Okay, so here is what it looks like. It is purple. And Archangel Raziel. Do you want to improve and trust your intuition? Activate your third eye and exercise your sensory gifts You receive messages from the divine all the time. It is now time to notice the signs, interpret them, and to use a higher guidance to create ease in your life. Okay, Archangel Raziel says, I am extremely intuitive. My spirit guides and angels send me messages all the time. I am grateful for divine guidance. My mind is clear and all knowledge is available. I awaken my consciousness. I am calm. I am at peace. Okay. So just like I said with just, the message about the crown, the rainbow, if you go to my community page, you'll see over the past, I've had multiple like rainbow images that come up in my home in all these really cool ways, not just my home, but so many different ways and different messages. It's really beautiful when you start tuning in. Okay, so we have a double confirmation on this purple because the next stone is amethyst. I mean, it's really interesting. They, when you put the two together, right? Azurite, it's almost like smaller, almost looks like little bumps, if you will, and the amethyst is a little bit bigger. Amethyst says, are you ready to transform your life? Through your spiritual connection with the divine, you can receive intuitive insights to help you in your daily life. You have the ability to transform your reality using the spiritual guidance you receive. Archangel Zadkiel says, I create my reality. I can change my reality. It's easy for me to transform and to transmute challenging situations. I use my intuition and I follow my hunches. I am aligned with higher wisdom. I pay attention to my dreams and easily interpret them, right? Okay, and that falls under truth and integrity as well, and that your garden is a healing place. So if you have amethyst, maybe you just want to stand outside and hold that. So I have two cards that are wanting to drop, and these are it. So I'm going to grab those two and set the rest of this deck aside. So the first one is Archangel Chamuel, and the stone on it is danburite. And it's actually kind of interesting because of all these other cards. Look at the color of the border of this card. And it looks really similar to the color of that crystal. So what it says is, are you focused on romance right now? Decide to create happiness and harmony. It's actually interesting because I'm wearing like this color. I just realized that, right? This color, pink. Decide to create happiness and harmony and to see an increase in loyal and caring friends in your life. Decide to accept love in your life. Allow the development of a new romantic relationship or the rekindling of an existing one. This has Archangel Chamuel on it. I sparkle and shine. I emanate harmony and love. I am grateful for my fantastic, significant other, presently known or unknown. I allow love. I have the best of friends. So really lovely message. And that falls under the nature. So the next one that we have was tree agate, okay? And this falls under the new love card, okay? And this is what it looks like. So it says, are you a tree hugger or an activist? Take the time to sit beneath the tree and connect with the qualities of its firmly planted roots, its ability to flex and bend in a storm, and its amazing power of growth. Remember your roots. Yet always remember how much you can grow to reach new heights. And this is Archangel Thuriel again. It says, the earth is my mother. I am one with all that is. I am connected with the sacred energy of the trees, plants, shrubs, vines, and smaller vegetation. I embrace the sunshine as well as the rain. I am in balance with all life. Okay. So again, that's the tree agate. I do want to see something. Pardon me one second. Okay, so I did want to use this angel connections because I wanted to help you see how angels connect with you, especially if you are new to my channel and you're a little unfamiliar with it. These might help you to start seeing signs from your angels. Okay, what would you like to show us for the collective? You guys, I'm really, really happy this came up. It's dragonfly, okay? Because it was one of the signs that came up. We had green dragonflies at the service. And on the way to the service, got behind like a Jeep or something that had a tire wheel cover with a big green dragonfly on it, okay? And followed that for a while, and when we were going to turn, that ended up going straight. And I'll, as long as I just remember this, I'm just going to share this as well. Turned the corner there, went about a block, and in front of us pulls a vehicle that says Halo, Halo Transportation. Okay, so here's the next thing. A dragonfly is a spirit messenger that captures your attention for a reason. He may be reminding you that transformation is possible and that you have support from the angelic realm. So I'm very moved. I actually have that green dragonfly close, but not like right by the computer here. So kind of interesting that came up. So okay, what else do you have for us? Okay, you feel an undeniable urge to communicate an important message to someone, and the words flow right out of your mouth. The angels are channeling their guidance through you. You've been chosen as an angel's helper, right? Have you ever spoken words? Oh, I have goosebumps. And after you've spoken them, you felt like, yeah, just, yeah, that was profound. I was a channel, right? And these words were meant to be heard by this other person. Okay, what else do we have? You may have been feeling isolated, rejected, unappreciated, or misunderstood, but today you realize that you are not alone. There is a loving angel walking right beside you. Okay. Yeah. I won't go into it right now, but I've had experiences like this, right? So it's really beautiful when you see them. Okay. And even though you feel it, and that's the gift of it, when you are slowing down enough to tune in and to actually notice it. Okay. The next one is, okay, all right. Wow. I'm just amazed. Yeah. So when a dove flies into your day, it's a messenger from the angels delivering a promise of inner harmony and peace. So yesterday I went by someplace that has this huge dove, okay? And I remember seeing it the last time I was there, but I almost took a picture this time and I didn't. But then yesterday on my phone, like Google sends pictures and stuff. On my phone yesterday, it was, let's see, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't. It was 2 or 3 years to the date that I saw it yesterday that I went through that town, but it was on the same day, and it was the thing that I wanted to take a picture of yesterday, but I didn't. It was a huge dove. So again, another message when a dove flies into your day, and that can be, yes, a live dove will fly into your presence, but you will also be shown doves, right? Delivering a message of inner harmony and peace. Oh, I just thought of something else. Anyway, I'm not going to speak on it. I'll let it be. The next one, at times angels announce their arrival by the flutter of their wings, which feels like a sudden gentle breeze, even when the windows are closed, embrace their presence. So if you watch candle flames, right? So if you have a candle And all of a sudden it seems like, it's just, the flame is just going upright. And then all of a sudden it's like, right? The flame just does something different. All of a sudden you can feel that. Or if there's not a breeze outside, actually that's a great example. If there's not a breeze outside, but you have like your door or window open and the curtain raises quite a bit. A little while ago I had something on the refrigerator. There's not a window by it, right? And this piece of paper, the top piece of paper kept blowing up, and so it was pretty cool. I think I got a video of it. But again, another way to see this, and it was like being in this space that you're present enough to notice it, right? Just want to check the time here. We are at 40 minutes. I think we're going to just wrap this up for this message, but I want to say thank you for joining me. If you are moving through some challenging times, profound times, just trying to do that emotional check, let yourself feel your feelings, move through them, but potentially just spending some time alone and or in nature to regather so that things aren't going so far one way or the other, so that you regain your peace and harmony. All right, take care, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.